In this problem, we're asked to rewrite the following expression in terms of sines and cosines and then completely simplify. So let's begin with the numerator. Secant of theta is defined to be 1 over the cosine of theta. So on the very top, we have 1 divided by the cosine of theta. Tangent of theta is sine theta divided by cosine theta. And cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent, so cosine theta divided by sine theta. And now we need to simplify this expression. The first thing I would start with is the fraction in the denominator. We're adding two fractions together. In order to do that, we need to find a common denominator. Because both denominators are different, we're going to think that the common denominator will need to include a factor of the cosine and a factor of the sine. So if we're going to have the common denominator be 1 cosine theta times 1 sine theta, that means we need another sine theta on the top. Right? We have the original sine theta. We need also to have another sine theta to get our common denominator. For the second term, we already have a sine theta. We need a cosine theta. So we'll multiply top and bottom by cosine theta, which means that the original cosine theta we multiplied by another cosine. If we simplify this, this is, again, the numerator, 1 over cosine theta. That's just going along for the ride for right now. Common denominator means we can add the numerators together. And so we have sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta. Now that should look familiar. In fact, we know exactly what that is. That's by the Pythagorean identity, that's equal to 1. So this expression here is going to be 1 over cosine theta divided by 1 over cosine theta sine theta. Now we have to remember that when we divide by a fraction, so dividing by 1 over cosine theta sine theta is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal of this fraction. So it's the same as multiplying by the cosine of theta times the sine of theta. Cosine thetas cancel, and that expression reduces down to just being the sine of theta degrees.